Every producer's goal is to make it. You want to work with your favorite artists, earn some money, and above all else, do what you love every single day. But what if I told you you're never going to make it? At least not in the way you've always thought you would. I've been producing for coming up to 10 years now, from working with artists to getting placements to now making videos and having an online business. So today I'm going to explain why making it isn't what you think it is by giving you 3 lessons that will change your mindset as a producer. Like I said at the start, we all want to work with our favorite artists. As soon as I began producing, I was consumed by the idea of getting a song with Travis, getting a song with Drake, and that if I did that, my life would change and I'd have made it. However, this mindset can straight up ruin your career. To truly understand what I mean, I need to tell you a story. So it's early 2022 and I'm in LA doing what I thought was a normal studio session with a producer called SingGod. Who is that, you might ask? Well, he's Black's main guy, works on all of his music, and I'd been sending him stuff for years at this point. So we're finally in the studio playing beats until someone walks in and so casually goes, "Oh yeah, Six just pulled up." Externally, I'm trying to keep cool, but inside I'm thinking, oh my God. A couple of minutes later, he walks in, shakes my hand and says, "Nice to meet you, I'm Black." A moment I'll never forget. Genuinely, it was unbelievable, but it somehow gets better. So SingGod starts playing a song and straight away I'm thinking, I swear I've used that loop. Me being me, I got annoyed thinking, oh, someone else has probably used it. That was until the drums and vocals came in. It was my beat and Black was on it. I remember just like spacing out. It was a surreal moment. I'm there with Black listening to an unreleased song that I produced. Definitely one of the best moments of my life that I cherish to this day. However, after that, things took a turn. A year goes by and Black's album comes out, but I'm not on it. Frankly, it felt like the end of chasing industry stuff for me personally. I'd been doing it for 7 years at that point, with some success, but nothing that would have come close to what that could have been. Now I've told you all of this to get to the vital lesson that every producer can utilize. Luckily, I'd been making videos for a couple of years by then, so whilst not being on Black's album was disappointing, it didn't break me. I just took it as a sign to go full focus on YouTube, and fast forward to now, it's changed my life completely. For a lot of people, this Black moment would have felt like the end. Imagine working for 7 years, experiencing that huge high of being in the studio with one of your favorite artists, just to feel like it was all for nothing. I'm not saying you need to make YouTube videos. It could be as simple as switching to a new genre. Just don't let your main idea of making it stop you from actually having a career in music. And if you're already on the right path, this still applies to you. I pivoted within my pivot very recently. I felt as though my YouTube videos weren't doing that great, so I switched them up and now things are doing amazing. Changing your perspective away from making it and focusing more on constantly evolving yourself will separate you from most other producers. Next, I want to talk about money. There are things I really wish I'd known about money as a producer right at the start. Understanding these 2 concepts is crucial for anyone looking to go full time. Number 1, you're not a producer, you're self-employed. This is something that didn't even cross my mind until after I'd quit my job, and I really wish it did. The biggest thing is you don't have a set income, and trust me, you need to be mentally prepared for that. Some months you might make a lot, and others you might make next to nothing. With bills and stuff, it can get really stressful. Now this isn't necessarily a good or bad thing, it just is what it is. But I think mentally preparing for it will help you not feel overwhelmed when the time does come. Again, relating it back to this idea of making it, I had a 10K month and felt like I'd made it. I've also had months, even recently, where I felt so stressed just trying to pay the bills. What I want you guys to take from this is to not get too high when things are going well and not to get too low when things aren't going your way. Try to stay somewhere in the middle and understand that you're self-employed and this is just part of the game. Number 2, you're closer than you think. Let's be honest, we'd all love to get rich off of music. And I think a lot of us assume that's what making it is, but it often feels so far away. Now this small lesson will make success as a producer feel so much more achievable. Music is just another industry. Like everything else, there are low paying jobs, there are high paying jobs, and there are ones that sit somewhere in the middle. Now that does not mean that you can't make a boatload of money, but who's to say that if you don't reach that level, that you're not successful? When I started, all I wanted to do was make beats full time. Fast forward to now, and I'm doing exactly that. So by my own definition, I've made it. I've been earning a good but pretty normal income, and I've got 56,000 subscribers, not 2 million. Again, it's all about perspective and realizing that making it isn't as far away as you think, and you don't have to be the biggest producer in the world to consider yourself a success. Last but definitely not least, the grass isn't greener. Let me explain what I mean. I was always told to follow my passion, but with that, you kind of assume that doing what you love as a career means you enjoy everything about it. And that just isn't true, but it's not a bad thing. Change this one piece of your mindset and burnout will become a thing of the past. I want you to think of your dream life. For this video, I'm going to use OZ as an example. He is literally living every producer's dream. From the money, to the cars, to the diamond songs with huge artists. It seems like his life is perfect, but I guarantee there's things about being a producer that he doesn't like. Maybe it's sample clearances, maybe it's waiting to get paid. My point is, no matter what you do, there'll always be something you dislike about it. For me, it's editing videos. I'd much rather be making beats. I used to get burnt out and down because I thought, oh, I've got to edit videos. But at some point along my journey, I changed my mindset and it changed my life. Now I just think, it is what it is. I'm super grateful to be doing what I'm doing rather than stacking shelves like I used to. Music is a job. It comes with the good and the bad like any other career. Making it isn't going to make all those bad things disappear, so just enjoy it. Success is a perspective. It's not this concrete thing that everyone thinks it is. If you're willing to constantly evolve and push your own boundaries, I'm totally sure you will see success. It won't happen overnight and you might not even know what your pivot is going to be, but keep all of these things in mind and you can achieve anything.